it's Rick with Game Trade Media, and we're here at GAMA, the trade show, the big trade show for board games.
Right.
The big one in Reno, Nevada, which is, awesome. And Dice, Reno, perfect.
It's good.
I've got Ross here from IDW Games
Hey.
to talk to us about, it looks like DragonBall Z.
That's right. And this episode of DragonBall Z,
Yes.
we've got Perfect Cell. So
Nice.
it's a dice game. It's a threat management game where you need to survive against Cell and protect the Earth.
Okay.
So it's based in the Cell games, part of the Cell saga.
Okay.
And so it's a co-op game where we play as Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Trunks, and Krillin.
Nice.
So it's just super cool. And so we're going to be using our dice to do different attacks.
Okay.
And to fight against Cell. And so Cell is going to be either attacking us, attacking everybody, or doing different moves he's got here to make sure that we can't get new abilities or we get hurt and so on.
Okay.
And so what we're doing in the game is we've got all these dice. And
All right.
We're just saying, right?
Yeah.
So they're all in there, which is super cool. Roll away. Go for it.
I'll just roll them.
Yeah, let's do it up.
All right.
So as you can see, you've got some cool fists and an assist, right? So your fist's right there. Right there on the card.
All right.
It'll say place,
Onto Cell's damage track to deal 1 damage.
Right, so we got a little tracker up here, right? So you can go boom, 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 which is pretty cool. You could do that. That is an option you could do.
All right.
Along with that, Cell's got other actions right here that he's able to attack us with.
Okay.
Right, he's got like this cool after image strike or an explosive wave or telekinesis. So what you could do is also take some of these dice. You could put them there and help defeat that.
To block it.
Which is pretty cool. It'll
All
go
right.
away. We get new ones out.
So the dice have on different sides. I see a fist. I see an open hand. What are some of the other symbols?
So if you look on your card down here, it says what they all do, which is pretty neat. So you have your fist, which is a place into Cell's damage to do track that way.
Okay.
You have your open hand for assist. A lot of the times in Dragon Ball, have my energy, do those things, right?
Right.
So you wanted to have that aspect in the game as well.
Okay.
Super cool. So you can do that. And then you've got the
Dragon Ball.
the Dragon Ball. So all these things right here, they're going to count as additional dice that we can use.
Oh, okay.
Right. So they're going to go down to the tracker when those come up, and then you can pick them up when it's time.
Okay.
Which is super cool. So they have the little fists and Kamehameha waves and the dragon and so on.
Okay.
Which is awesome. And then there's the Kamehameha wave symbol, which is 2 damage.
Nice.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good. And along with that, all the characters have different abilities.
Okay.
So Goku,
Ooh.
he can share any dice.
Not just assists.
That's right.
Wow.
And Vegeta starts with a Kamehameha upgrade, so he's got a cool blast that he can do.
Okay.
Gohan's got rerolls, and there's things like that.
Okay.
Because there's going to be other abilities that we can pick up here, right? So you can get Krillin's Destructor Disc, or you
Okay.
can get the Super Kamehameha Wave, and things like that.
Nice.
So they'll be out on the board, and additionally, if you'd like, you can also purchase those. So
Nice.
instead of taking this one dice
Okay.
here you could have put it there.
Right.
And then when you pick it up, it'll slide right onto your tracker card.
Yeah, that is so cool. And this could.
Build out. Totally.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
And so then, along with that, like you can see, now you can use your 2 Kamehameha waves
To do 8 damage.
8 damage instead of the 2.
Nice. So just to give you guys a better look at this is the basic card before an upgrade, which just kind of fits right on the bottom right there. It's super cool. And the artwork is,
Yeah,
perfect.
all Toei animation and all
Yeah.
the good stuff like that, right? So we get to play around with Dragon Ball Z, which is super fun.
Yeah.
Chris Bryan did a great job on this game, and he's
Okay.
got a really cool depth and knowledge of Dragon Ball Z as well. So it was fun when he was like, "Oh, we're going to do this, and this," and we're like, "Oh, this episode's based on World's Finest," which is
Nice.
when you're all it's when
Yeah.
Gohan and Cell are pushing their big waves against each other, and
Right.
so he's like, "Oh, we'll just do this, and this," and I'm like, "Oh, I love that you know this."
Yeah,
way
yeah,
more."
super easy, yeah.
Yeah, which is good. So along with that, there's like so Cell can do damage to us.
Okay.
With some of these abilities here, and once we start knocking those out, more are going to come out too. What's pretty cool about the scanners that I like the most about the games is very, very important is you can use them as a
Oh, you can actually do that. Yes.
right. Oh, over 9,000.
It's so good.
I'm so dumb. But anyway,
That's perfect.
so
What my big question is while you're playing this, as you're waiting for it to come back to your turn, do you have to sit there and go?
I mean, it definitely does
The power
help.
up.
It definitely does help.
Yeah.
That's true.
I believe it would help.
I think so too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
So when is this available?
So it's out now.
Out now.
It came out this month, which is super cool. So it's out, available on shelves.
Okay.
So you can pick it up. It's from IDW. It's $40.
Okay.
And it's good to go.
That's a good
Yeah.
value. You got a lot of cool stuff here. The board is nice. The artwork on the board, I mean, it already looks threatening just because looking at it, you see all these pips. all these little circles and all these things you have to fill up just to do anything to him.
Yeah, so you really well. It's cool because you can play. It's a 1 to 4 player game, and so there's different level settings you can do as well. There's easy, hard, super hard,
right? And
so
ridiculous.
Yeah, well, kind of right. And so it's and so as you're playing, you can kind of set the hardness, the difficulty that you want to play, which is great. And it's a lot of fun. We've been able to rock through it pretty well. There's been sometimes where he really gets us down.
Okay,
it's good.
Very cool. Very cool. Thanks for showing us this one. But I see that very large box over there.
There is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's move this out of the way and take a look at that as well.
Sounds good. Are we gonna do it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Just as we go. So again, make sure you go to your friendly local game store. If you want to learn more about IDW Games and all their amazing products, make sure to check out their social media and their website so that you don't miss one thing or any updates, because this isn't the only game they make. They make a lot of cool games, and you have a lot of cool games coming.
It's true, yeah. So right now on Kickstarter, we have our Team and Team Munchkin.
Okay.
We do Steve Jackson Games and Nickelodeon. So I mean, you guys already talked about it with Hunter.
We did, yep.
Which was super cool, and we've been showing that off at the show as well. This month, we also came out with our Atari Missile Command game.
Finally.
Yes. Yeah. So that's out and available, which is super fun.
Very cool.
We're showing it here at the show, which was great. And we also came out with our Everything's Connected X-Files Conspiracy Theory game. So that's a Matt Fantastic game.
Okay, I love Matt.
Yeah, right. And so it was off of his Everything's Connected with Dirt Gently. So it's kind of in the same family. And so it's you're essentially describing the conspiracies that are happening as Mulder to the FBI directors.
Okay.
And so you have to find out if they believe you or not.
Nice. And I'm sure Scully is a hindrance.
Oh, it's good times. so that I got games out now too, which just came out. And which is rocking, and we've got a couple other fun things. Yeah, we'll just put it over there.
Yep.
So along with that, we've got this big box for Galaxy Hunters.
Jesus, this thing is monstrous.
It is monstrous. The cool thing is you get to fight monsters in it too.
What?
So we're gonna do a little bit of a setup because there's so many pieces and so many things going on. Let me pull the board out here.
Look at some of the pieces, but I'm gonna keep my hands over here just in case the camera's getting in there and you can see it.
Yeah, so
can it get in there? Johnny, is it in there? You're dang right it's in there because my hands are covering it.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. You guys, can I start pulling these out?
Yeah. So hand over the minis.
Oh, these aren't minis.
They are Mega Minis.
These are Mega
Mechs,
Minis.
right? So we got Mega Mechs going on.
Jesus.
Yeah, so these are the 90mm miniatures that we've got for our prototype. Good. So we're going to be doing a Kickstarter for it at the end of the month on March 28th. They're going to start out 50mm, so we're going to finally put stretch goals into some of our campaigns, which we haven't been doing in the past.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So we're going to use those because the whole point of the Kickstarter is to improve the retail box.
Okay.
So we want to ensure that the retail experience for this game is even better and better. And so
there's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, there is. And so I'll explain some of it as we're pulling it out, right? So that way you don't have to fill up too much. We'll leave it like this.
Okay.
Obviously, we're going to set the game up if we were going to play it and so on. So in the game, these mega corporations have been dumping on this planet, and now there's these monsters and mutations that are showing up.
Okay.
So we've got to go fight these guys because they're going to start invading the other planets. And so these corporations have hired these galaxy hunters, who are these pilots and their mechs to go fight these guys off. And so we've got these cool pilots and these awesome mechs.
These are nice. Look at these cards, everybody. Look at those.
Yeah,
those are super
rad,
cool.
right?
And I'm guessing
right here.
that things are going to connect to these.
They are, which is good. Look at that. It's like you play games for a living, right?
I may do some gaming.
It's true. And so we've got some of these cool mechs. So like here's Desert Strike, and here's this big guy right here.
Oh,
so
man.
we get to go along.
So good.
And then we've also got a couple others too. We can use Crimson Red, which is pretty neat. So what'll happen is in the game, it'll start out, and so one character will have all the pilots, another one will have all the mechs, and then we'll pass it around and pick it up. And so the pilots have different things on them. They've got these awesome abilities they can use. They have their special up top.
Okay.
And they also have their layout that they want to get. So this is like a giant point salad kind of game.
Okay.
There's a lot of different ways that you can get points. Very Euro.
Okay.
It's a big sci-fi Euro game. And so after you pick your pilot, and then you're going to pick your mech. And so your mech's going to have a few different things on it. They're going to have a different layout for energy, different layout for ammo, and different for energy and shields.
Okay.
So some have more shields, some have more ammo, some have more power, that kind of whole thing. So you kind of figure out what you want to do from there. Sure. Along with that, they also have these 2 check marks on them.
Okay.
So each of them have it in a different location, and that's when they slide up to their pilot. That's the 2 abilities that you get to use.
Oh, okay.
So notice how yours are the 2 middle ones and the bottom ones.
Nice.
So it gives you a lot of replayability.
Let's show
Yeah. Show it right up there. I know it's kind of, we got so much going on the board.
Yeah, there's a lot, but this is I mean, this is bringing it all together.
It really is,
Yeah.
yeah. So now you get these two, and so they get to max it all up, which is super fun. And so then during the game, you're going to have your two agents with you. So let's say you're red and I'm blue.
Yep.
So you're going to send these guys out to different planets, and they're going to go pick up a bunch of different little energy pieces, which are all these things in here.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of stuff, right? It's a big old bag of tokens. And so these guys have, there's different orange tokens and blue tokens and green tokens, and those are used to purchase all these different little icons and things we've got going on. There's a bunch more in there if you want to grab just a handful of those guys. I think we're seeing some of the guns, which are all right here.
There's so many
Yeah,
things.
it's super cool.
There's so much more in here. The other characters are still in the box.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a lot going on here.
Which is just the best.
And while he's looking for the other ones, check this out on the back. There's also some other information about your character, which is really cool. It has organic life. It's like a bioscan
A little bit
of your character. It's very cool.
And so so Daniel Alves was the guy that made this game, and he also did Masamura, which is super cool, so he knows his stuff. And so as you're going to buy these different items, so you've got your guns and weapons you can get here, and you've got your shields, and you've got your different energy. So you can, once you get enough of the different items you need, then you spend your icons, which are based down here, and you pop those up on the side of your mech.
Okay.
And so some mechs have a certain layout with the pilots. So she wants more pilot upgrades, where this guy wants more guns.
Right.
And if you, at the end of the game, if you have the same layout like this, then you get more points.
Okay, so if I put this, I would put it up here?
You would, yeah, because that's where the gun's at. So it leaves you with 3 open spaces on the side here, and that lets you pick up some of the other stuff, which allows you to either, there's all kinds of stuff.
Like add more shields or
more
something
shields,
like that.
or even other abilities too. Like you can get more dudes, and so there'll be a bunch of different ones, all on the different sides of the boards.
Okay.
So here's for pilot upgrades, and this is for special commendations, and here we have mechanic upgrades, and here we have guns, and here we have energy, and here we have shields.
Nice.
Because you're going to need to build up more and more of your energy as you go to fight these stronger and stronger monsters.
Nice.
So, yeah. So and then what will happen is, so you'll build up once you're ready to go fight. You go fight. And then let's say we kill this 3/3 guy right here, right?
Right.
So I've got 3 shields and 3 ammo and 4 energy. So I would take off 3 of my shields, which I've have these little squares I put on my board. So I'd take those off. So now I only have 1. We kill this guy, and then we're going to harvest him.
Oh, get more supplies.
Yeah, so we're going to take his DNA, which then there's all these cool action cards which will be up here, and those will be kind of like your bounties.
Okay.
So you're tasked with getting 2 from the blue kind and 2 from the green kind. You can turn those in for 4 points, 5 points, 6 points. And then you can take some of their pink DNA and spend that on these ones over here, and you can only buy those ones with the special DNA from the monsters.
Nice.
And then you get more money and so on. So it's 9 turns of kind of micromanaging your workers to make sure you can go and get the right stuff to then upgrade your mech to then go blow up the monsters. And whoever gets the most points at the end of the game does it up.
Is the winner.
Yeah.
Man, this is freaking sick.
It's a lot of fun.
And this is a lot in a game. So as far as the Kickstarter goes, when does that launch?
So it's going to launch on March 28th.
Okay, so 2 weeks.
It's about 2 weeks, and it's going to launch as soon as we finish up the Munchkin, which is going to be super fun.
Okay.
And we're going to be going that, and so there's going to be a couple stretch goals, but you're going to add in some more miniatures, some more pilots. We're going to up the minis. So right now, this is the 90 millimeter miniatures. They're going to start 50. So we want to get it all boosted in there.
Okay.
And it's going to retail at $100.
That's not bad.
It's going to be super good. The idea, and the more stuff we can put in there, the better, right?
So let me ask you this. I mean, I like some stretch goals. Are any of those monsters going to miniaturize?
Who knows?
Okay.
Who knows? Who knows?
Slay me.
Yeah.
Because
isn't that just
these are so beautiful.
Yeah.
So there you go, everybody. Make sure on March 28th you're on board to be picking up this on the Kickstarter. You go there and make your pledge. Also share it. Let your community know that this is going on.
Yeah.
And then whereabouts do you see this ending up being on retailer shelves?
So the cool thing is IDW Games has done a very good job of finishing up our campaigns and being ready to print very, very shortly. So remember when we had a Legend of Korra running back in October?
Which I'll be painting on the 26th.
Look at that. So Legend of Korra is already on shelves.
Yes.
Right? Backers have it, and or they're getting it. Like most backers already have it. There's a couple more that we're still making sure they have the right pledges and stuff. And then it's already on shelves. We're rocking out there. Mask of the Red Death is in production, and we just finished that back in January, so that should be on shelves, and fulfilled to backers very, very soon. And then we're just at a point where it's like we want to make sure that our game is essentially ready to go before we go to Kickstarter. That way that all we got to do is just add some more little cool things here,
Right.
reveal some more cool stuff. That way that
Okay.
we can get it done and out as fast as we can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sick.
It's good.
Yeah.
So when the production copy came in, when we got it like about a month ago, I took it home and I remember my roommate and I played it like right away because we wanted to get
Right.
used to the rules and everything. And literally the next day he's like, "Hey, can you bring it home? I want to play again." And I'm just like, "Yeah, awesome."
That's a good sign.
Yeah, it really is. And so this game's it's
cool.
about 2 hours, but I
Right.
mean because you only have like 9 turns. You're really making
Right.
sure that you're like, okay, I need this gun,
Yep.
I gotta do that, but also I gotta make sure I heal so I can go and get more monsters because they level up too. They start at 2-2, 2-3, then you're like
What?
7-8, 9.
6-6.
And so you got that's why
Yeah.
you got to go and make sure you get more shields and more
Yep.
energy. So yeah,
Cool.
it's a good time.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Ross,
Thank
for
you,
coming
man.
and showing
Good
us
to
off.
always be on the show, man.
Absolutely.
Always good.
I love
Yeah.
it. All right, everybody. So make sure you go to your friendly local game store, pick up all the IDW games that are already on their shelves, and put them on your shelf. Check out the Kickstarter on the 28th. Make sure you check out the Munchkin Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because that's going right now. If you haven't already pledged on that, grab it. And then if you miss it, God forbid, make sure you pick it up at your local retailer when it's available there. I'm Rick for Game Trade Media, and we'll be right back with another amazing interview.
Thanks for watching Board Games and Beyond. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.